Good afternoon and welcome back to Prime of My Life. It's Sunday and in my no spend thingy bobs I found beef. I found a roasting joint in the bottom of my freezer. So I have taken it out, I have defrosted it, and now we're going to cook it. Now first we need to season it, which means I need to dry it. This is one of the few times you will actually see me use kitchen roll in my kitchen, because I really don't like using it. I much prefer to use the reusable wipes. But this is a lot of ick to get on reusable wipes. So, yeah. Kitchen roll it is. Bleh. So, for seasoning, we are just going to do table salt, because that's what I have. So I'm going to throw it over there. Throw it over there. Now, somewhere in here, there should be... Oh, there it is. Normally I at least have these out roundabout, but obviously not. So we're going to do some black pepper as well. Just pepper mill. Just roll that there. And do some more. And then we'll just give it a wee roll in those bits to get the edges. Now, I also have, oh goodness, right. So you may have seen before I bought parsley. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. I am not using that, that's ridiculous. So that can go into something that's getting cooked. I think not, young man. Dear oh dear, that's just not happening. Right, but what I do have is I have some dried sage that I dried myself. The only thing is it's been in there for quite some time and I'm struggling to get the lid off. Right, I have a thing. I have one of these things. They are fabulous for getting lids off. Love them to bits. See, lid now off. So what we're going to do is take a couple of bits of sage and just do some crushing of the sage. Yeah, that bit's a bit big, isn't it? And some more crushing of the sage. Can you tell I've never done this before? I have no clue what I'm doing. I have only ever managed to do, I think, maybe 3 roasts that were not leather. But every recipe I've seen for roasting beef, because I was going to do it in the air fryer, but it's too big for my air fryer. Right. And the last thing that we're going to put on is some aromat. This is Knorr aromat, which is seemingly fabulous. So we're just going to give that a bit of a throw there and then turn it over and give it a bit of a throw there. It's actually Patrick's daughter that told me aromat was fabulous, so I got some, as you can see. Now, what they say to do at first is to sear your beef. So I have my electric oven up maximum, which is probably about 230. So I'm going to pop this onto my roasting tray, but I'm going to put the lid on the sage first. So I'll pop this on my roasting tray and pop it into the oven for 15 minutes. And then we will turn the oven down and leave it in there probably for, oh, I don't even remember what it said. It's almost going to be nearly 2 hours for that, I think. So, yeah, this better be good for the amount of electricity it's costing me. I'll see you when we get back. Welcome back to this roasting of beef video. The beef has now been in the oven for 15 minutes at maximum, and then an hour and a half at probably about 170 because it's a fan assisted oven. So we're going to see what it looks like. Steam bath. Okay, we have beef juices. Now, what we need to do now is leave it to rest. So the way I do that is to put tin foil over it. And then 1 tea towel. Surely there's another one in there. Yep, that'll be something falling out the cupboard. 2 tea towels. Now we're going to let that rest for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll come and see what it looks like. Here we are, back again. Fingers crossed. The amount of times I have done roast beef and it has come out like leather, it just doesn't bear thinking about. So here's hoping that this will come out okay. Now what I'm going to do is turn it that way, put it on the chopping board. Then we'll move this over here. We don't cut things on glass chopping boards, do we? Okay, where does that look like? That looks like a nice place. Okay, now it's going to be a bit cack-handed because I'm not very good at cutting this way, but this is the side the camera's on, so fingers crossed. Okay. I think that slice is a bit thick. Probably a bit more done than I would have preferred, but I'm not actually going to complain if it tastes alright. So this is what it looks like. Let's just chop this bit off here. That is not half bad. What I am going to do is cover it back up again, let it rest a bit more until I'm ready to cut it for dinner. But that is not perfect, but oh my goodness, it's a lot better than I've done before. Yay me.